Alright. My stream doesn't. Well, okay, there we go. Okay. Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome back to Real Casual Geeks with Durghan playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. That's about all the excitement and energy you're gonna get out of me today. Which is most days, because I'm just tired, man. I'm just so tired. No matter how much I sleep, I'm tired. And everything is crap. And I just... Why is my work email getting spam email for escape rooms? Oh yeah, and it's November. Sorry, I just saw a thing. I forgot I was streaming. I saw a thing on Twitter about intro for the game looking like Mass Effect. Okay. Let's go. I don't know what I started doing there. Okay, got everything done here. Let's go do Lucanus's. La, la, la.
Love conqueror. Curse. The last chapter of Two Hearts in Gold.
Try and get that chest first. Oh, this thing.
All right, I'll bite. What other name would you give Spite?
I don't know. Ask Spite what he wants to be called.
Huh?
It's his name, isn't it?
I think it's what he is, not what he's called. Asking just makes him irritable.
What is that blue glowing thing? There's 3 doors there and only 2 handles. Oh, hey, what's that? I don't think I had that before. That doesn't help with this first gate. Like, how do I get the first gate open? That's the main problem. Okay. Damn.
Whispers, offers. Someone made a deal with a demon.
How do you keep Spite in check?
You've seen me. Poorly. Your own situation is different, isn't it?
It was. I mean, it is, but sometimes it just feels like this is just the beginning. There's something deep down, waiting. Does that make sense?
More than you know.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Katerina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Katerina to demand she surrender the seat of First Town. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Katerina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Katerina killed? Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Durghan is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
I was supposed to have a useful demon, and instead I have a useless abomination. Wonderful!
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanus from.
Freed? No! We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanus is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes, go there! But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
All right. How do I get past the locks?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
What are you hiding, little demon?
No, damn it. I need to get Photoshop uninstalled or reassign these damn things. Photoshop is just too much of a bitch. Bad, but I don't like where the orb is, and I don't like where the sword is. Looks sleepy. Whoop. Right. The heck? Much better.
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't be.
Me? Why not?
I can't believe it. You're home.
You should be grateful to give your life for the Magister's research. What an honor!
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror, rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina, Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanus thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanus is the one who's trapped, by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
What trouble, Viv?
Why is there that weird shimmering thing? Dang it. That was real quick, holy cow. Okay, now how do I... is it not working?
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
Look, everyone has unwelcome thoughts, fears, doubts, but they aren't us. You chose to challenge a god, Lucanus, to save the world. Your choices, your actions, that's who you are.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side. Don't I?
Just be careful.
Cousin stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Stomach-churning excitement. Dread with a hint of hope. Long way to fall.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Masks and shadows have their place, Lucanus, but you're losing yourself in them. I can handle the real you.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Promoted from flying vermin to malicious spirit. Whatever will you become next, I wonder?
How long are you going to keep doing this? Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katerina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanus. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out.
You're an Antivan crow, Lucanus. A professional. Trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Damn it.
What are you doing here, Rook?
Breaking you out of prison. Again.
Not this time, I think.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook! Make him leave!
He's trying to leave, Spite. It's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together? We will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
I blank out when I'm strategizing. Lucanus is used to waiting for me. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
That wasn't the end for him. Oh, okay. Well, guess we're here. Before I start, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back. Okay.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Your heart. He meant that much?
Yes, he did. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
It must have been horrible when you learned the truth.
How could I have fallen in love with a god and never realized it? Why didn't he tell me? So many things he said. So many half-truths, inevitable in retrospect. And then, he went off to destroy the world, leaving me to clean up his mess.
You mean the Inquisition?
I mean all of this. He let me fall in love with him and then told me we couldn't. Then he told me not to follow, while leaving me just enough clues to find him.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together and you were happy too...
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Harding.
What? Who... How...
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Oh, of course she does.
That's it.
Rook stopped beyond Tom, took down their comic maker. She did your job for...
Excellent timing, Rook. I've news about our Venatori spy and Crow turncoat. I have deciphered the code from the notes you found. Our friends will meet soon. They plan to take a gondola to rendezvous in the market.
And you want me to go look for a trail and hunt down these spies?
Precisely. Chant Candide is too conspicuous. You'll blend into the comings and goings seamlessly.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows why the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
You don't expect much, do you?
Hopefully it is that simple. Our contact knows the city and Antam, but we don't know them.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they ask for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
What about the human help that Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
Rook, we have news about the Antam's experiments with Gatlock.
What's happening?
They're working with Venatori to set off these new and improved explosives across the city.
They'll be set off simultaneously to impress the citizens with their new toys, and to strategically destroy the homes of those they deem troublesome.
Our agents cannot be everywhere. I will mark several locations where they store the Scatlock. Destroy it, discreetly.
Let's do business.
I'm always open.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillinane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Everything has provenance. I love meeting new clients. What sounds good today?
Okay. Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on town flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
If you really do love this city, you'll tell me where the gods are holding their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the Blight? Finish them off! We need to go after the Butcher! So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
By turning himself into a monster.
By letting himself get turned into a monster.
Everyone's acting like normal, like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My city, my Treviso. I'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Antom.
How are we gonna get information about the gods from that?
We have to hope he's still in
there. Whoop.
I see you look and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city! This is the power the gods give!
Butcher! Where is the ritual?
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
At least the Butcher wasn't lying.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the Butcher. You were working with him.
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antom to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
How are the Antom holding up their end of the bargain, Governor? Not too well, from what I've seen. And now they're working with the gods. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher...
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader.
I want to slaughter people
you
like
know
this,
who
man.
else
Like,
wants a leader?
fuck, you're an
the
irritant dick.
Antom. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
Can I just tear them apart?
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Eventually is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Okay, I gotta go take a break again. I'll be back. I hope. Alright. Back again. Here we go. Oh, I want to take a picture of my... Ooh, slow. Ooh. Blah, blah, blah.
Something always bothered me about Avenchi.
Many things bothered me about Avenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Avenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Avenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Avenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Avenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next. How did no one see Avenchi's betrayal coming?
Perhaps they did. There's a difference between knowing and being willing to stand.
They were someone else's problem, and the city paid the price.
I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing's happened.
What crapped in your bed?
Sorry. Didn't know you two were in the middle
Rook!
of...
Excellent. Come in. We could use a second sober voice.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure of speech.
Huh. I was wondering when this had happened.
I don't follow.
You two didn't seem to be bonding.
I need one of these little needle things to dig some crap out of my armor. Death Mage won't give me one.
First, a bone threader is an extremely delicate instrument. Second, it's Emmerich, Tash. My name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a Death Mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn? What have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, corpses are messed up. They used to have people in them. You make them move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move wrong, and none of it is okay.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
So what I'm hearing is, Tosh isn't into terrifying dark magic.
It's not all terrifying.
And Emmerich would appreciate not being bullied and called names.
Ugh. Fine.
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tosh. Quite honestly, I didn't think you feared anything.
I don't. But I could have said it was bugging me. I didn't think you cared what I thought.
Of course I do. We're colleagues on this journey.
Okay. Sorry I called you a liker. Skull liker.
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tash likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tash.
Maybe he could share a little, so I know how to deal with walking corpses next time I'm in an old ruin.
I'd be happy to.
Thought you might be. Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, two of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a gooseberry pie for dessert. Nev's favorite.
You made dessert just for Nev?
There's enough for everyone.
Yes, but you still made it just for her.
You think it's a bad idea?
You're sweet on Nev.
Don't say it like that. You think it's too much?
Don't they say the way to someone's heart is through their stomach? It's perfect.
The best way to the heart is between the fourth and fifth ribs. Don't listen to Biago.
That was definitely not what we were just talking about, Lucanus.
I'm not good at this. Hilario's always been the charming one. I just had to be good with a knife.
You can be both.
Rook, thank you for giving me this contract.
Hey, just thought I'd check in, see how you're doing.
I'm all right, I think. Thanks. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm here.
I know, and I'm really grateful. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then you were there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
You needed a little push, but this battle was yours. You fought, and you won.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some titan, but just Lace Harding. And you believed in me. Enough to risk everything. I'll never forget that, so don't you forget it either.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. But do you think he can be helped?
Varric tried to talk sense into him. And look how that ended. Even the Inquisitor thinks he's too far gone, and we're past the point of talking. But part of me doesn't want to believe it. Because it means that there's a point when you have to give up on someone. It means you could have given up on me.
Need and knowledge.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antom Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
We're facing immortals. We're fighting gods. Doesn't get any tougher than this. The harder it is, the more it's worth doing. That said, we can make it easier on ourselves.
So, what's the plan?
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us, except at their front door.
It could work. Our allies aren't as strong as they could be. But with a smart plan, they could make it through.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have 2 gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
There's still much we could do to prepare, but we may all yet survive the day.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. We're not ready, but we can be. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest. Then we'll take care of outstanding business.
It worked.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Ivenchi planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from the crows?
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Ivenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Ivenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Ivenchi's comic and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
There's the garrison.
Do you find your...
Onto the garrison and the governor.
What were we talking about? Do you find you're always hungry these days?
I do. It's so odd.
It's probably having to lift all those rocks.
But I'm lifting them with magic.
The energy still has to come from somewhere.
We clear the garrison this time. Ivenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow the governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
On, Tom. Get ready.
Nice one, Lucanus.
Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Anton.
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
More on Tom. Eventually's throwing everything at us.
Hit him now! They're aiming for us.
Stay in cover.
Finish it.
Okay, now for Avenchi.
I know you're there, Rook!
I don't like this. Air seems wrong.
Wait! Are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working.
Didn't even know what hit him.
You're a fool to fight me.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
Nicely done, Rook.
That's Rook for you.
I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you're not even one of them.
Rook fought you like a crow.
Antea, Viago, Jacobus. They all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antam. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenchi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
It's time to live with your actions, Governor. That seems fair to me.
Being made a scapegoat for all of Treviso's ills is fair? You can't put me on trial? I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
One thing way out on the edge. Two.
giving up as much there. You are certain of this path?
I've never been more certain.
I know that look, and I approve.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
You are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No. Her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
Rook the Essential. I could get used to that.
You just put down one out-of-control ego. Let's not create another.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Evenchi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan Crow.
I'm happy for you. You deserve it.
I just want the chance to follow Air's lessons and your example. I only got this because you went out to face Evenchi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans. People with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
I'm honored, Jacobus Igrativi. You and your new house will do great things as crows.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you'd have made a damn fine crow. Remember that.
You keep disrupting the Antam. I'll keep you stocked. Come back soon.
You've been honest.
Who are you? Are you in league with those traitors?
Traitors?
Take them alive. I want them for question.
I have a feeling those Venatori were also looking for the spies Chance sent us after.
What was I talking about?
You've been on this contract from the beginning, right?
I guess so.
What?
This is where all Crow and Venatori spies were supposed to meet, Chance said. Let's see if we can track them down in the market.
Get ready.
No idea what the point of this place was. Do anything. When did I pick that up?
Torn up papers. More of that cipher. Were those spies trying to get rid of some evidence?
Listen to your body. What does it say it needs?
Pizza.
Have you tried kale? It's a popular leaf lately.
My body tells me it wants lasagna.
Let me know if you'd like to see anything close up. Anything here speak to you?
If you're not sure what you need, just ask Tia quietly. We have herbs for everything.
I know they claim. Seems like an easy claim to test.
Butcher death. Why Antam not go? Antam only fight and kill.
Thanks.
Another sign of that crow in Venatori.
Looking for anything in particular?
It looks like one of our spies dropped a bag. They must have been in a hurry. The note inside said they'd be keeping out of sight in the market for a while.
Please, stop by again.
Okay. I am suddenly hit with extreme tiredness. I'm gonna go have a little nap. Back into